You become unstoppable the day embarrassment stops being a price that you have to pay, a price that you fear. A lot of your dreams and a lot of your ambitions, your visions have been put on hold because you're afraid of the fear of judgment. And the fear of judgment kills more dreams than failure ever will. So you better off just going after your dream and maybe failing than getting caught up in fearing what other people thinks. Um, I fell in this category. I was so caught up about what other people think, and that would stop me from going after my dreams. Um, I needed other people approval. I needed other people to tell me, "Good job. I like that idea. Keep going." And if I didn't receive that, I didn't have any ambition. So my foundation was built off other people approval. And the second that the day and the second that other people would stop giving me that approval, that was the day that I felt like I couldn't continue. I couldn't keep going after my dreams because if no one was telling me good job, or if people judged me, or if people gave me criticism, I would stop. How many people fall in that category? I'm here to tell you that embarrassment, it loses its power when you realize everyone forget faster than what you think. Most people are too focused on themselves to remember your cringe moments. And I hate that word cringe. The word cringe is cringe because it's subjective. Like other people would call, getting rejected or going to talk to a girl, that's cringe. Or, like what the fuck? Like if they're going and making something happen, and whether they fail or whether they succeed, how is that considered cringe? And a lot of people just, they get so caught up on embarrassment and what other people think that they stop going after their dreams, and they don't even realize that growth lives on the other side of awkward. A lot of people are afraid to look awkward. I remember watching this video a couple years ago talking about doing maybe 5 things every day to make yourself look silly, because once you get over that fear of embarrassment, you take more risks, you take more chances. And that's the whole point of life. Like, let's say you're here for 80 years. What risks, what chances did you take? Did you play everything safe? You got to play everything big. Go big or go home. you know every time you push through embarrassment, your comfort zone expands and fear itself shrinks. You want to go talk to that girl, you got to get over embarrassment. You got to get over fear. You have to take that chance. You want to, go start a YouTube. You want to go to the gym and get the perfect body. You want to open up a business. You have to get over the fear of embarrassment. And once you do that, everything expands, especially your comfort zone. And confident, a lot of people are not confident. So they feel like they'll use that as an excuse as to why they won't go do something. And I remember feeling that way, like, man, if only I had a little bit more confidence. But confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being unshakable when you're not. The less you care about looking foolish, the faster you improve. It's crazy that there's, 50-year-old people that still care about what other people think. My mom, she's 60, and she gets so caught up about what other people think. And at some point, you have to get over and out of that way of thinking. You have to get out of that mindset, because if you so caught up about what other people think, your life revolves around them. Literally, like you become like a puppeteer. Like, you are so concerned about what other people think that you can't even live your own life. So many people, embarrassment. I hate being embarrassed. You know what? Once you get over embarrassment and you realize that all embarrassment is proof that you're trying. The people laughing at you, they usually the ones talking. They ain't the ones taking risks. They are not the ones taking risks, but you are. And embarrassment comes with that. But if you continue to take on risk, you gonna become confident, and embarrassment it won't even be a thing anymore. So many people won't even take a chance because they can't get out that mindset of looking embarrassed or looking foolish. When I started my YouTube, I was still in my car, and I was getting caught up on people looking in the car and see me talking to a camera. And then on the other side, I'm like, I'm talking to no fucking body. No one's listening. I'm talking to a camera. But it's like I got over that fear though because I kept doing it. And that makes you unstoppable. Once you could get over embarrassment, you become fucking unstoppable. All the guys out there, you know, they wonder why like certain guys could, talk to certain girls, and it's like, bro, you too caught up on embarrassment. You too caught up on looking foolish. You have to be you. Be you. It's not enough people being themselves, and that's what's missing. And as long as you continue to be you, fuck what people think. Fuck what people think. In my mind, you have to be player one. You have to be the creator. This is your world. Everyone else lives in it. You got to be a little fucking delusional with this shit. And that's not a bad thing, but like, you Will Smith and I Am Legend. No one else exists. It's just you and maybe your dog. But you player one, you the writer, you the creator, you everything. Everyone else is just an extra. And once you stop fearing embarrassment, you unlock freedom. A lot of people don't even know what freedom feels like, but it's like you stop living for approval and start living in like your full fucking potential once you get over embarrassment. And you won't hold back for anyone. I remember going through this phase, and there were certain people I would hold back around because, I didn't want them to know the real me. And there's a lot of guys in relationships that's not even themselves right now. There's a lot of girls in relationships that's not themselves. The amount of girls that you talk or that I talk to and say that they could be themselves around me or comfortable, that's crazy, because what the fuck were you doing before? Were you not comfortable? Were you not being yourself? How miserable is that? Once you get over that fear of embarrassment, you kind of put everyone else at ease too. It's too many people out here trying to live life and pretend like they're perfect, and no one's perfect. I think the beauty is in everyone's flaws. Like, you have to fall in love with the flaws. But the moment you stop caring how you look, you start focusing on everything that you're trying to build. As long as you worried about what other people think, you can't focus on what the fuck you have to focus on. That's why a lot of people are not where they should be in life right now, because they too worried about what other people think. Progress, it replaces pride. And that's when that's when a real fucking momentum begins. Like, once you could stop caring and get out this pride and this ego. And let me say this on ego. I feel like ego you could use that for your benefit, but don't let that shit use you. Ego sometimes take you places where you yourself can't go. I remember, feeling like there was certain shit that I shouldn't do or girls I shouldn't talk to, but my ego like, yo, you could talk to her, bro. Who is she? And then so I would get behind my ego and just let my ego do everything. Your ego will take you places you yourself is afraid to go. But once you let your ego and you kind of live in that, that's when it becomes dangerous. So just get over the fear of embarrassment. I mean, time continues to go on. Life will continue to go on. And how long are you going to stand behind fear? How long are you going to stand behind embarrassment? How long are you going to put your life on hold because you're scared or afraid what other people think? Literally. Like, you not where you should be, and you are a fucking star, but you not where you should be because you too worried about other people and what they think. Fuck their opinion. Pass this to somebody. Send this video to someone who could use it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Y'all have a blessed day.